That's right. Whitelist stuff starting now. Yay! So I think... So now the question is, I forget, so I don't know if you remember. So this is a station, I'm assuming, right now, right? It doesn't start off as a ship. It starts off as a station when you place a large block down.
Yeah.
Now, if it's a station, if we hit it, will it start to fly away, or...
I didn't think so. I don't know what happens if you hit it with a big enough ship, though.
Right. I don't remember if... Because I remember there was a setting for that, I think, right? Where it was like... Where they would act as asteroids, or they would act as objects that could be pushed.
Yeah, whether they're immovable or not.
Yeah, and I don't remember, so I'm a little worried about attaching your ship to it.
Yeah, we might want to add like at least six directions of control with thrusters, gyros, control.
All right. Well then, so yeah, I need to make the central core anyway, and once we have the central core, we should be able to put the directional thrusters.
Cool.
I think we'll see, or at least in most directions. What was it going for? Large steel tubes. So I probably don't need as many of these at the moment. I'll just grab as many of those steel tubs. All right. Okay, so we need computers and solar panels in the...
Oh, I don't think I've made any solar panels. I'll make some.
We're going to need quite a few of them. We need 64 for each of these.
Okay.
And we've got 2, 4, 6 of them. Construction, computer. So I need some construction. Oh, your legs are doing the jig?
Right, I've got the solar cells manufacturing first. We probably want more than that, don't we? How many solar panels have you got?
There's 6 of them. We need 64 each.
6 sixes are 36. So is that 360 odd in the first run?
Sounds about right. Fast math in my head is not my strength.
No, nor mine. Right, because we're going to make more than one set of modules, aren't we?
Yeah, this is so. Yeah, this is literally one. Now, this is where you guys might think we're nuts, but so what you see us built right now. This is one arm of our entire processing plant. Yeah, and there will be. Wait for it. 12 of these.
Now, I haven't seen how all of the 12 fit together. I'm quite interested to see how that all works.
Oh, I think you have. Haven't you? The very first picture I sent you showed all 12 together.
Oh, did it? Well, it was only from one side, so I couldn't tell that there was.
It goes all the way around. Yeah, cool. It's got 4 sides. All right, and actually, so while we're keeping with so I'm going to need thrusters. There's one that goes this way. And this is why you'll see also like that. There's one thruster that goes there, right? But as you see more of these arms get built out, you'll understand why there's only one thruster that goes there. All right, so and then now you can see the circuit, right? So it should come in from the top.
Oh, hang
all
on.
of the ore comes in through the top.
Do you want to show me? Give me a guided tour of this so that you can explain to your viewers and me at the same time.
Come stand beside me. That way our perspective is the same.
Yep.
There's the cell. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're looking at this. So on my left is the solar panels, right?
Yep.
And then my up is the long umbilical cord going up out of the top of the center.
Yeah.
All right, so that cargo container is the beginning of the center of the structure. This is going to get extended downward. The solar panel and that whole bit that goes off of the cargo container.
Yeah.
That's one arm.
That's a leaf, isn't it? It's a leaf of the flower that the bees come to visit.
But yeah, so your ship will connect on the top there.
Yep.
Empty all your ore out, which will come down through the center.
Yep.
And oh, wait a minute. I think I did a mistake there. Yeah, so there's one, this guy right here in the middle.
Yep.
This shouldn't be here.
Oh.
Oh, and I've dropped everything.
You forgot to check your inventory again, didn't you?
I forgot to check my inventory again.
Good job. It's on top of a cargo container.
Yeah, this the explanation will wait while my idiocy.
Well, we just catch things.
Yeah, so that can't connect because that'll wreck the circuit. So
did you get everything?
I think so. I grabbed 3 items, and I think you grabbed the last one that was floating away.
Yeah.
All right. So all right. Resuming the explanation. So you're going to connect on the top.
Yeah.
All of your ore will get drained down the center, all the way off into the leaf, and then into the processing plant or the ore refinery on the side there, right? All of the ore will get refined there, and then it can now pass back out. Along the bottom line into the cargo container in the middle. It passes through a assembler, which is sole responsibility will be to make gun bullets for this guy here underneath, which is the gun. And so when we first get so then that's the basic kind of like flow, and I'm gonna now continue to build the central kind of core of it down below this, where there's going to be more storage and some more power that goes down, and then on the bottom side, way down on the other side of it, that's going to be where the bees, they'll connect on the other side, and they will have access then to all of the cargo in the center, and they'll pull that out and fly away.
Cool.
So Sal connects on one side, and the collector bees connect on the other side.
Cool.
And this is going to go down, and when I said there's 12 of these, so you see there's this one arm here, that's going to get duplicated on all 4 sides of this cargo container. And then there's going to be another cargo container. There's going to be 3 cargo containers below,
each of them
like
with
the one that's already here,
leaves.
and 2 more. So there'll be a total of 3 cargo containers, and this structure repeated around all of those.
Cool.
So there'll be 3 sets of 4 leaves.
Excellent. Right, shall we get building that then?
We'll continue on. All right, so I'm going to start building the central kind of piece here then. So that we can get all of the thrusters and stuff on there as well. Oh, I know it was supposed to be sitting right here in the middle. Let's do that before I forget. Now...
Oh, I'll take...
Just so everybody knows. See? I didn't forget the gyro. There's a gyro. But,
you will never live that down.
I'll never live it down. But not in the opposite of my defense, for this gigantic structure, I realized that's the only gyro. So it's going to spin very slowly.
Yeah. And that's okay, isn't it? Because this isn't something that we would need to have a lot of maneuverability over a lot of the time. Even if we decide to like move it to another place, we can always like hitch it up to one of the ships or temporarily cover it with gyros.
Yes, true. We'll just splatter them down everywhere.
You just even build a sort of little extension to it, which is like a tugboat, like a temporary tugboat.
That's right.
What was I going to build next?
You know what's funny? I've been looking at a bunch of pictures on my one monitor, and then I realized that I had the best picture on my other monitor. And I haven't been looking at it at all. Okay, so I am missing... Okay, so this... I'm missing... Oh, I know what I'm missing over here. Okay. So yeah, so the arm isn't quite finished yet. We have... I'm going to put... Oh, I need steel plates to drop these down. So we need some batteries, I'm assuming as well, so that we can store some of this power that we're collecting.
Yeah, good idea.
So I'll add those on. So there's going to be 2 batteries on each arm. Now, it's not a... Whoa! It is.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. It's hitting that asteroid. I am so glad I didn't put my house there.
Yeah.
Holy. I just saw the end of that. Oh yeah. Actually, I guess that's probably not a bad... So wherever the sun is, you don't want to place your things like in the sun.
No, you want to be in the shadow. Definitely.
Oh wait, does the sun rotate on this? I think it does.
It does.
So yeah.
It means that it's not a permanent. Yeah, absolutely. It's not a permanent solution, but it is a temporary solution. And I'm just wondering, I didn't hear my gun fire. Toggle block
wasn't close enough to you, maybe?
I wonder why the Meteor defense turret... Tell me if this starts shooting anything friendly. I didn't hear any shooting, that's good.
I didn't hear any shooting, yeah. Yeah, I guess now's the time to find out if it's going to take out our processing plant instead of like when it's all built.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, when we turn on these turrets here, when we build these turrets up, we got to make sure that they're set also to not shoot your ship.
Yeah, that's true. Right, aiming radius 600 meters should do. Yeah, my gun was switched off. Okay, it appears to only be scanning space. It doesn't seem to be looking over at anything that we've built.
Okay.
And all the stuff we've built has been marked as green. But the other day it did just start attacking things that Boris had built for no good reason.
Oh, I'm dying. Oh, right, because I'm completely... Oh, no, where's...
What, you out of?
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna like put myself... Oh, no, I'm still moving. I was trying to stop, but be close to the thing, so now I'm floating away.
Anything on your body?
I had stuff in me, yeah, like components and things. I was out of energy, I forgot. So I learned this in a live stream. If you run out of energy, you die.
Yeah. Well, that's always been the case. That's always been the case.
I know, but I guess I'd never realized that was the case for some reason.
Oh, I'm full as well. I managed to get a few bits out of your...
I'm back. Where am I? If I turn on my... There's Sal. Okay, I'll fly up to you.
Another meteor storm inbound.
Am I still there? By where you are?
No, you were heading off into space. I got some things.
Did you grab my welder, or do I have to build any one of those?
Let me just see what I got. Yes, I got your welder.
Sweet.
I've put it in the connector
That's
over
the most
here.
Important part. But unlike Mir, I won't just like leave the server if I don't have it. All right.
Actually, do you know, I'm really low and I haven't had a warning. I need to get into my ship.
Yeah. Well, I like
Where's
to build
my
and
door?
stuff. I don't know if I have had my HUD on this entire time or not, but I find that I like to build with my HUD off all the time too. So I never get the warnings because I never have the HUD on.
Well, I've had my HUD on, but I haven't had a warning other than the fact that it hasn't flashed up that I've noticed, saying you're really low, go get a recharge. Mind you, I had my HUD off while we were doing...
People that knew that I was going to die.
While we were doing our tour, I had my HUD off. So it might have been that's when the warning came up.
Oh no, I want interior. That's one. There we go.
Oh,
I'll try to, knowing that I am prone to die, I will try and keep less stuff on me.
Yeah.
Okay, so then the next thing is to try and build this down. So this goes... Interesting. Why can't I want to build that. Okay, so I'm going to have to build the piece underneath first, which means... So you come out from here. And then now... I need the... Oh, power. No, reactor. And we need it to connect this way. Okay, so then that goes down like that. I think this is going to be part of the reason that I built this way as well is because when other people like fly up to us, I want them to be impressed. I want them to go, "Oh my God, what is that?"
Very good.
That's amazing.
I approve.
Now, of course, now that I've said that, they're going to come up and say, "What a piece of junk."
Well, we just got to not tell them that that's what they're supposed to do, so that they
and they won't watch our episodes anyway, so we're safe.
Yeah. Well, for me, of course, mine won't come out for a month or so after this. For the Heat Death of the Universe. No, it'll be out before then. Sometime before then.
Okay,
I'm about
like
a
it's a
month
connector
behind.
piece there, and then that's not a connector piece there. So yeah, so it should go this way. You know, I'm just being silly. Well, because you actually started releasing, like you released the way that I'm releasing now from the beginning, so you got behind, I think, because we were going faster than you could put them out.
Which I didn't mind.
We were recording faster than we could put them out. Yeah,
I'm quite comfortable with that. And because the first episode that we did together was during the 24-hour live stream, so we did about 5 hours, didn't we, in our first session?
Yeah.
So it took weeks to get that out, broken up into episodes.
Right. Alright, so
but yeah, I figure that at some point the server will, as it always does, becomes unusable, becomes unplayable, and we'll have no content to put out, and I'll be able to keep on putting out content for about a month afterwards. So that's a good thing.
Well, the rest of us are already done, yeah.
Yeah.
So you're thinking ahead. You're the only one thinking ahead.
Yeah, it was quite planned in a, well, I'm not going to be able to control it, so I might as well exploit it kind of way.
Yes. You pulled a Boris.
Motors, I think the other thing I needed was computers, but I'm not sure.
Alright, so there is the core. Now I think everybody is starting to realize just how massive this thing is going to be. So that's the core of it, and then down the bottom side is okay. So now, yeah. So how did I do the? Yeah. So there's the thruster. So there's a thruster going up this direction, and I've got a thruster going that direction. So once we get all 4 of these on the one top part here, we'll have thrusters that go that way, that way, that way, and that way. We have thrusters going that way, and then down to the bottom we'll have thrusters that face down once I get the last bit on here. And if I remember correctly, so once we get the basics of this all together, then we'll be ready for a B.
Yeah.
There were 4 of them, all houses, together in Nidd Lane. Together lived Boris and Anubiz. Anubiz was always sorry about something. Next door came Minty and Nordic, and Minty really annoyed Nordic by calling him a beast all the time. And the next house was noisy, 'cause Apple and Melon always had domestics. But it was the 4th house that the police were interested in, because Power Suit Sal kept Mir in the closet. They all lived together in Nidd Lane, a colourful place to be. They all lived together together in Nidd Lane. Although together is a little bit subjective. At Boris's and Anubiz's, there was a man who could be sometimes mistaken for a hobo smelling of alcohol trying to climb the walls. But it's okay, cause it was Anubiz's Canadian cousin, drunk Spider-Man, and a little Santa's helper could be seen going house to house. It appeared when someone got tired of almond, they'd just hand them on to the next surrogate parents. They all lived together in Nidd Lane, a colourful place to be. They all lived together in Nidd Lane. Although together is a little bit subjective. It seems they pissed off the neighbours. Something to do with the P50 dragon children. But that's just Boris. No one questions him, cause that's what happens in Nidd Lane.